Welcome back. If you guys took time to watch the first part, I will link it down below if you did not, but I appreciate you if you did. That was really hard and it was a very emotional video and I didn't realize it would be at first. So today I'm really not wanting to do this video at all. I actually just kind of want to put this away and not really talk about it after this, but I already got some messages from that video already, so it's okay. I'm still gonna come through with this one and we're gonna move on, and I'm probably always gonna have unique people coming for me from now on, but let's begin. Okay, so normally I would start with a primer, so I'm just gonna recreate a live that I would do, I guess, on my Facebook in the past, but this time I'm just gonna be an honest bitch and say what I wanted to say. So this primer is super overpriced. I'm pretty sure it's $40, and granted you get like a decent amount, but I want to say like it's not a completely full tube. Not that they're ever completely full, but I mean 40 bucks? No. I think there's silicone in it. I believe it's silicone based. So it feels fine, like on the skin. It feels like, at first it almost feels like photo finish or whatever from Smashbox, studio finish or something like that, but then it gets really greasy feeling almost, and granted it does a decent job of like filling in your fine lines and wrinkles, I guess. I haven't found it to work with any other foundation, well, at least other than Younique's foundation. And we have a couple options today for foundation, and I didn't decide what I wanted to do yet because I did want to demonstrate that like these two are the exact same color, and I bought them about 4 months apart, and this one is so much thicker. This is the newer one, so much thicker and way different in consistency and coverage than the older one that I had originally bought. And this one was similar, but you can see they just look really strange, which is fine. I mean, most natural-based products like separate. That's not a big deal. But I also wanted to show you guys, I have their Mineral Touch. This is the cream foundation, and then I also have this BB cream. And without being too cakey, because I know that's what's going to happen, why don't I just swatch, I guess, for you guys and try and make it quick. But yesterday when I tried to film this and it didn't work out because I was being a really big bitch, you could see I just used like a really little amount. But the thing with this is it is pretty medium coverage for just like a BB cream, but it never dries down. It will crease on you if you do not set it, and it's just like this greasy, cakey feeling. It's not lightweight. It's like a heavy moisturizer is what it feels like. I don't hate this product, but would I ever repurchase for the price? No. Don't mind if it looks really gross. My daughter has played in it, but this is the most dinky packaging in the entire fucking planet. Like, I feel like Wet n Wild has better packaging than this. Like, it just feels cheap. It is cheap. You get literally, I think I've used this probably 5 times, and that's not a joke. I just hit pan by swirling my brush in there, which is okay, but I've used this maybe 5 times on my face and I'm hitting pan. So that's crazy. My daughter's crying, so I'm gonna have to go see what she needs. She currently needs me. Okay, daughter needed my full attention. We're back now. But this is the cream foundation that I hate, and I sold it and told people I liked it. It's fucked up. And I did, like, the first time I tried it, I thought I liked it because, of course, I was selling the product. So it's like whenever you're selling or, like, gaining something from something else, you're kind of, like, more into it, you know? But, yeah. It just, I don't know. Let's see. I'm going to try and cover up one of my moles here. Granted, you could use a beauty blender with this. It looks like shit like that. I mean, it's, like, hardly any coverage, as you can see, but it feels so heavy and it's streaky, like, and then you can blend it out, but then it like gets caught on the sponge. It's just a very shitty product that I feel like shit for selling. Next. Gonna be like a hate video on myself. But moving on, let me find my eye primer, which I looked up the price yesterday. Their eye primer goes for $24 and you get like this much, and then opposed to like $20 you'd pay for a really great very long lasting eye primer. That's like a pretty steep difference there. So 24 versus 20. I mean, granted, I'm still using it and I've had it for months now, but yeah, it applies like a normal fucking primer. There's nothing special about it. It is not worth $24, but we are going to apply that to our lids. My kids, maybe they're having PTSD because I'm talking about Younique. Who knows? But my daughter's really grumpy. So we're gonna make this as quick as fucking possible because I do not want to do this anymore. But we have our eyes primed. I'm going to go in with, I think this color is like a little transition, and I'm gonna do it exactly how a Younique presenter, at least 99% of them, how they would do their makeup. So you get your blending brush, a Younique blending brush that's not worth the money, and then you go in with your lighter shade and you just go across the eye, right? And there's nothing wrong with this style of makeup at all. I'm just kind of saying that because like they really want you to pretend like you know what the fuck you're doing always, right? And I just don't think that's the case, and that's cool, like fake it till you make it, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. But it just, like, if you feel silly doing something, maybe that's not what I should say. Like, I felt dumb trying to say I knew, like, what I was doing when it's like, I know how to do my own makeup, but do I know how to teach people, what up, girl, how to do makeup? Probably not. Like, I'm not qualified by any means. So basically, you're just gonna paint that pretty non-existent color on the lids. And then I'm going to go in with one of my absolute least favorite shades, but their pressed pigments are actually not bad. I will do a swatch, but let me get this on the eye since my daughter is in here. Look, what did you find? Looking like she's going to terrorize my whole setup here, which is fine. She recognizes this. You can play with that. Yeah. So I'm going to pat this on the eye. Super pigmented, right? Like, I don't have to pretend to be fucking shocked about that. That's obvious. Okay. And I noticed I used the word love in my last video when I was talking about how I only advertise products I loved. And you have to understand, like, at that time, I did love them. I don't love them now, but I did love them then. And I was obsessed with this business then and this opportunity, right? And I laugh at that because I just feel like you always hear that word opportunity, but you will always be working for someone else, like always. You'll never own Younique. You will never like be able to decide like what products hit the market, what don't. You'll never have like a say in what the website sells, you know? It's just like you'll never be able to have a say in the ingredients. Like, it's not your own business, okay? So the reason I hate this shadow, I'm just fucking yakking, is because it's so patchy. And granted, like, you're using the wrong brush, whatever, okay? I've tried this shadow for so long, and no matter how I apply it, it always looks like the patchiest color in the world. It looks so bad. And we can blend it out. They blend out really nice. That's one thing about their pressed pigments. Like, I would suggest, like, buy one for yourself. Like, if there were one pressed pigment, Optimistic is really pretty. But, it, like, if you're trying to support someone, you know, who sells Younique, like, I realized, like, I was probably incredibly insulting, and I want to apologize about that. I'm, again, kind of a mean person, kind of not. Like, I just am, like, too honest for my own good, and especially, like, I've been so out of touch, I guess, with reality, like being a stay-at-home mom and like always with my kids, that I'm just like, my kids are so honest. I hang out with very honest people all day long, and it's about time. Granted, they're kids. It's like, I just feel like it's my time to be honest, you know? And one thing I didn't mention is, like, if you support someone selling Younique, that's okay. Like, if you chances are they probably need the money, and they're probably signed up for Younique because they needed the money, right? Or like something. So it's like, I get that, you know, and I guess it's hard to justify the price, I think, unless you just have so much money you don't know what to do with, which most of us, like normal people, don't. Okay, and again, I'm not a fucking makeup artist, so it's not gonna look that good, but I'm gonna get it as even as possible. But you can probably see, I'm gonna do like one of these. Well, you can see all my fucking flaws from this close, but it's very patchy. Like, it's just, no matter what I do with this shadow, and granted, like I said, that's not the best shadow in the world. Clover, can I show that actually really quick? Thank you, baby. My daughter just grabbed this. I was so freaking disappointed with this launch that they had this summer. This is a liquid eyeshadow, and I'm just going to do like a swatch. It seems like it'd be cool, right? Except for it burns and it looks so opaque on the eye. Like, granted, I don't know how to use it. Like, I never figured out how to use it because it burned my eyeballs. And it was like, man, I don't remember. I think these were like 16, 20 bucks. I can't remember, you guys. But the other thing that I got with that launch, let me find it. For these, okay? These suck. These suck so bad, and I wanted to love them so bad. Ew, I'm sorry, my daughter plays with my makeup. It's not a joke. This is her makeups. Sorry, it's Younique. But so this one smells like Carmex right away, like Carmex, okay? And I didn't recognize that at first. Like, I just thought it was so cool. Like, it has this tiny, mild scent of coconut. And apparently there's, like, real flakes of whatever inside. I can't remember. The screen printing on this one is fine, but the screen printing is coming off, or silk screening, whatever, is coming off on this one. This one smells like cocoa right away, but if you put it on your lips, it's Carmex. It's like liquid Carmex. And I cannot remember how much these were, but they were not worth the money. Oh, shoot. Thank you, doll. Up next, we're gonna... No, I'm just kidding. Clover's getting into my makeup, so I left, whatever. We're gonna get back on track. If you support a Younique presenter or anyone in the MLM marketing, like, you have your own reasons. That's none of my freaking business, to be honest with you. I'm just telling you, their sales tactics are probably... They're obviously coming from a place, like, they need money and they want to make sales, but they're taught to make sales in the wrong way. So that's like... That's why I just think it's shady as fuck. And, like, I know for a fact, like, these people can't stand behind these super expensive products. That's all. And that's a bold statement, but you know what? I don't know. There is something wrong with me. Who knows what, but I'm just feeling bold about it these days, you guys. Feeling bold. Okay, whoa. So the shadows, okay, it's falling everywhere, but the shadows are super soft. The foils or the metallics, they're super soft. I have broken countless shadows. And there's another palette right here. You look so beautiful. With, this was actually one of my favorite colors. That one broke, so that was a total bummer. But the metallics are super, super soft, and not just the metallics, but I've had one of their mattes break on me too. And granted, like, yes, I traveled with my makeup, but still, I don't feel like that should be a deciding factor. I'm gonna go ahead and go on with, I was just thinking about it. Oh, I just did that, but that one. Okay, I don't know what colors these are, you guys. I can't remember. I'm not going to try to remember because it's literally useless information for me now. But,
Mom,
yeah.
did you see my hair gels?
Yeah, baby, I put it away in the cupboard. I actually found the Old Spice one.
Where is it?
In the cupboard.
What cupboard?
Baby, think about what cupboard I would have put it in. It's in the bathroom, dork. So I had bought like a whole bunch of shadows, right? Not a whole bunch. I had bought some new ones and I was so excited about them, and that's when I went inactive. And I forgot to mention this because I was like, you know, my daughter woke up. I was just ahead of myself and worked up yet when I did that video. And basically what happened was there's like 100, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but $150 that you have to spend every 90 days, okay? And I was $20 short of that quota. So I placed an order for like, it would have been $180, and then I used a shit ton of, not a shit ton, I used Ycash, and I used 1/2 off coupon, okay? Ycash is like their discount, their discounted makeup, like their discounted points you can use to like get money off of your makeup or whatever, okay? That I had earned, like I had earned that, why can't I fucking talk? I earned that makeup, that money, the free makeup. Oh my gosh, I earned it, okay? I worked my ass off by like scamming people and DMing people all fucking day and going live and talking about shitty products and then buying them from myself. So anyways, it was all this stuff that I had earned, and I used it. Thank you so much. And none of that $70 order counted. None of it. And my thoughts are like, okay, well, what if that were a, now we're gonna go back in with a blending brush because that's how a presenter would do it most. Okay, I'm sorry about the kids, you guys. I'm really struggling, but basically I want to know, if I were to have spent $3,000 on Younique products or sold or whatever, because I bought that for myself, right? But had I sold that to a customer who used a 1/2 off coupon, because I believe that's what did it in, was the 1/2 off coupon excludes the sale. So I'm wondering, because of that 1/2 off coupon, would that have excluded that whole freaking, like, a $3,000 sale? You know what I mean? Like, does that mean that whole fucking sale doesn't count? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But, yeah, you guys, I don't know. So this is, I know that I'm just throwing makeup on, but this is how they do it. This is how we do it. Younique crew, sisters, why sisters? I'm bitter. Okay, I'm bitter. I'm bitter because I wanted this to work out and I wanted to have a business from home, and it just was not what it was made out to be. And I do in my heart believe that when you make it to the tippy top, that ain't it. I'm going to show you guys a Splurge cream shadow on the eye just because I wanted to show you for myself. Ooh, and I have a brush for this. Let me get it. Put your finger in it. So with that being said, I still use all of the brushes that I got from Younique other than 2, which I don't even think I have in my stash right now. I'm not sure. But either way, this is what the cream shadow looks like, okay? It's like marshmallowy, okay? And they all the glitter ones fall out of their container when you get them. And the weird thing about this is that it's so creamy and so thick that it's like, how the fuck are you actually supposed to apply these? Because no matter how you apply them, they'll either be patchy or inconsistent or like just they pill up really weird. So let me try and get close. And I'm talking on bare skin. Like, let's just show you on my hand with nothing on it first. Okay, it's a really, it looks like it's going to be this beautiful seafoam green color. And then, okay, you think like you've got it good. Let me blend it out a tiny bit. Let's wait for it to dry. Damn it, I'm sure that Clover just broke the rest of my Younique shadows, which is fine. Just a mess. Okay, so that is too sheer for like a 20, I think these are $25, $24. Yeah, I would never. I did try to sell the Splurge cream shadows because they were in Kudos, but I knew in my heart, like, if somebody wanted to order like a, and I know I'm taking it on, but you guys, there's no other way to see it well. Like, there's no other way to show you. It just keeps pilling. They are all like that. Let's do a matte really quickly. And then I can put one on my eyes for you guys just to show you. I actually really liked Bittersweet. This one I really liked. I'll show you like a swatch. But it performs like the same way. So go in there, get your product. Let's go on like some clean skin. Okay. So you have to think, when you're applying a product like this to an eye area which is very small and it's pilling up, that's so annoying because then you're trying to get the pill off your eye and then it falls in your eye and it's so sketchy. And you can try and like buff it out with your finger, but then it just gets patchy in those spots that you just smoothed out with your finger. Like, it just gets Like it builds up in that area and that's it. Oh, you guys, I have so many colors. I actually really liked this rose colored one as well. This mauve, like taupe style. And that's a stain from this, which I swatched yesterday in my video that is not going to be posted. So again, like they just kind of pill up. They're nice. They're waterproof, like whatever, but they're waterproof, but they rub off like after a couple hours. Like if you try to get your makeup off, it'll rub off. So let's do one on the eye. Just, oh, I can feel that this one's loose. Okay. When I got my presenter's kit, it actually, oh shit, came with a Splurge cream shadow. Let's just do this because it'll be satisfying. What's up, sis? Anyways, the very first thing that I opened was my Splurge cream shadow, and it fell out face first onto my carpet. And I was like, what? And I picked it back up and just put it right back in. Never said anything about it, but yeah. So the problem with these, let's do this one, is you also get so much fallout. Like I did a client's makeup one day for homecoming, and I just remember it falling all down on her face, and I was like, how does a cream shadow fall off like that? Like, surely, okay, am I up close? Surely, like, I did something wrong, but I did not use this one on her. I think it's called Tenacious. I know the name. Clover, you can borrow those, but I'm gonna need them back. So it's actually not as bad as I remembered, this color, but I never really used this gold color. Like, if we try to do like a bigger area of the eye. Like, I tried to compare my bittersweet color, like that kind of rose colored, to like a MAC paint pot. And if you see from a distance, like my eyeshadow does not look bad. Like, it doesn't look that bad. But up close, it's like you could just see the freaking texture. And I'm actually really thoroughly surprised this second because I'm not having that pilling situation happen like I used to in the past. So maybe, Clover Jean, maybe I'll try a little bittersweet, but I don't want to like completely, I want to try to make like a decent eye look. I'm not trying to completely slam the products. I just do not think that these are worth the $24 or $22. I can't remember. They're just in the $20 range. There's like, it's just such a bizarre product. Let's see. Am I getting any glitter fallout? Not at all. Okay. It's not a bad thing. Clover, chill out. Chill out, man. So, let me do a swatch of that one just to see if it swatches any differently on my hand. I'll go downwards, away from the hair. Okay. Still doesn't look good. Still looks like shit in my opinion, but you know. Let's move on from the fucking, I don't want to talk about the Splurge creams anymore. Obviously, they're not completely miserable, but like they feel heavy on the eye. And honestly, as we're sitting here talking right now, like I don't know if it's just because I don't know what it is. Maybe there's something wrong with me, but it almost feels like my eyelids are burning. But okay, so moving on, Splurge cream shadows. I did try to sell them when the Kudos came out, but I remember I only used the bittersweet on my eyes for the most part because I was so insecure about how the product actually performed. So let's move on to eyeliner, and let me see if I just have that on me. So I never used this color, and this is Patronized, and it's a red eyeliner, and I want you guys to notice that fact that I never really used this one. Okay, now this is one I used to use all the time, the Prominent, which is the it's like a brown. I honestly thought that this was the black one, but I used to use this Prominent a lot as well. The black one is called Perfect, and that's what I wanted to use today, but honestly, it's not in front of me. So I want you to notice, it doesn't matter because I'm showing you the same thing here. So when you would get your eyeliner, like after the first couple uses, you'd start noticing that like the cap wouldn't go back on all the way, like no matter how hard you tried. And I remember one day getting so frustrated because I was like, that is just not right. And there was like a layer of dried shit in there, like that I was just pulling out. And that wasn't with this one. This was my Perfect, the black color I got. But for how fast these dry up and how little time, like it's just like, it's nuts. You pay, I think it's $15 for those, and I'm sorry if I don't know the prices by heart anymore. I just know that it's overpriced. But we're gonna go in, and I actually really like the tip on this eyeliner, which is a huge bummer. So here we go. I'm gonna try and, oh, see that little pill right there? So this is a brown glitter eyeshadow. And the thing about it is you can't get very far with your liner without having to go back in and reuse it. Maybe that's why it dries up so fast. But it's also pretty opaque for a liner. But their liners are actually one thing that I actually really like, the black liner especially. I actually really liked it. So I'm going to do this eye with you guys and then the other eye off camera. I know my wings are never perfect. So the thing is this eyeliner is waterproof, but one thing that I noticed with it is that if you get any in your actual lashes, and then you go to put mascara on, it will like flake up and pull the rest of like the surrounding eyeliner off. And I don't know how else to explain it other than I can try to see if I can demonstrate like on purpose, but we'll see. Probably don't even have to. So I just purposely got it on my lashes a little bit. And let's just continue with this eye. I'll do the other eye off camera in a minute. Okay, foundation. Doing it. Shake the shit out of it. You have to shake the shit out of it. This is my first bottle. I'm gonna get them ready. Just so you know, they're both shaken. Okay. This is the bottle that I received in the beginning, I think. Oh, is it that gone? I might have to insert the clips from yesterday if this doesn't want to work out. Because yesterday, there it goes. Yeah, we're definitely at the end though. But see how it is not as viscous, right? Oh shit, it's falling off my face. This is a mess right now. We're going to go in with this side. This was the newer one that I had purchased recently. And I guess, yeah, you're seeing that it is falling down my face, but it's so much thicker. And I have another foundation here too, but it's still so empty, so it's going to be hard to show you the inconsistency, I suppose. But basically the problem with that is that they advertise it as we advertised it as a very thin, like serum-like. It dries from like a liquid to a powder. And when I got this one, it's like, it's not running down my face. Like I had 3 bottles of foundation before I bought this one. And this one by far, you guys, I can't believe I brought that many bottles of the foundation before I really gave it a break. But this one by far was the absolute thickest and different in consistency. And, you know, don't put that in your mouth, you dork. For one bottle out of the 4, technically, I guess that's like not that bad, I guess. I was able to buy 3 without any problems, but still. Want you to notice how, here, wipe it out of your mouth, love, how streaky it is. And unless you really just sit and like continue buffing it out, which like really, realistically, it's like this is just not a efficient way to get ready for work, okay? This is not a sufficient way to get ready. And I'm going to keep on blending. I used to always have to bring it so far down my neck because, like, you couldn't get actual coverage without putting a lot on. And I'm going to do a tiny drop on my forehead. Let's talk about the problem with the fact that there's, I don't know how many colors exactly, but there are not enough colors that are liquid foundation. Any person of color is pretty much excluded because all of the, and their undertones are like so freaking off. It's like, it's insane. You guys should go take a peek for yourself. It is the Liquid Touch I'm talking about in particular. They came out with this foundation stick that literally looks like you get no product in it at all, and I don't know what their foundation range is on that, but they also only have the powdered foundation that has like a broader shade range, but still it's like, it took them so long to offer shades for darker people. Like, it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And that's when the red flag for me, I forgot to mention this in the first video, but like, that's when the red flag like went off for me, is when they launched all these new products, and they brought out like, I want to say 5 or 6 new shades of foundation, and they were all different shades of not white, but like not dark, not for deep skinned people, deep skin tones. I don't know how to say that nicely, but you know what I mean? Like, it just wasn't. Okay, now moving on. This is a Younique brush. Oh, moving on too quickly. This is their bronzer we're about to dip in, but let's do it right and let's conceal first. So I'm going to go ahead and use Scarlet. This used to have, both of these concealers actually, used to have like these clear tops on them that just came off because, again, the packaging is just so low quality. I have 2 different colors here. They have, look at that. Every single time I try to get product out, it comes out like oily, inconsistency. It's like it separates every time, which it's a concealer. It's really hard to mix that in the bottle, and you can't really shake it. So they say you just need the tiniest little amount. I think I was trying to say they have a shit range for the concealer too, which they do. You just need a teeny amount. And the thing about this concealer is this shit will cover, but it also makes you look like the cakiest face in the entire world. And if you've ever noticed that, like, I would never dare use my rear camera for a selfie ever. If I ever even did post a selfie, if I got that far. Like, my live videos in my mind were enough because I was like, I just can't. And I didn't think of it like that at the time, but I just couldn't. I would look at the selfies and be like, that just doesn't look right. But they always are in soft focus, because if they're not in soft focus, you can tell how shitty the makeup looks. And the foundation, oh gosh, you guys. The foundation, I gotta wipe this off. I'm all over the place, but literally the makeup is everywhere. If you spray rose water in here, it will last you a lifetime. Ooh. And I'm sure that's something you've heard from a Younique presenter before. Because anytime I would go to an upline with a problem, they would either try to get you to sell an additional product to help them solve their problem, or they'd tell you to literally spray rose water into the product. This mascara here, I actually really liked it. I still like it, but it's like when you go through a breakup, that first, like, however long it takes you to get over shit, you're like pretty upset for a long time, and then you're like, everything about them sucks. You don't want to like associate. If they left a sweatshirt at your house, you're like, I'm gonna burn that. Not really, but you know what I mean. Like, you just have that bitterness, and I recognize I'm going through that right now with Younique. But their mascara, would I ever purchase again? No. Even if someone I love dearly started selling Younique, I would not purchase their products. Sorry. And I realize that, like, that's really fucked up. Maybe mean, but, you know, it is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and let that dry, and I'm going to shake up my foundations here. Clover. Can mommy use that? And again, remember I told you I was going to show you the inconsistencies. This is how I would normally do my makeup in the past too, is I would always do my eye makeup first and then do my my face. So I'm just, like I said, trying to do this as good as possible. Don't eat that, honey. Girl. Don't put that on the wall. Oh my gosh, mom life. Sorry. Okay, you guys. So, the foundation gets in the corner of my nose and looks like absolute shit. Sorry, I'm really trying to blend this concealer out, but it never dries down. This does not dry down. So you either have to set it or don't set it and it will just look like shit after 5 minutes. But it's like almost impossible to use the right amount of concealer, because otherwise, like, how can you use such a tiny amount and actually like cover anything? It's hard to explain, you guys. I don't know how to explain it. Hopefully you guys can just see for yourself. Let me get really up close here. You can't have mommy's glasses. And I know I'm not doing that great of a job. I am kind of in like a panic doing my makeup, trying to like not let my daughter get everything. But, oh man, okay. So let's set that with, are you okay? Are you okay, sis? Laura's joining us, but she tried to do her makeup. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with setting powder, and I am going to pat out my whatever creases. I'm gonna make sure that I purposely don't have any extra around my nose or any of my like lines, and we're gonna set. This is the setting powder, what it looks like. It has a net in it, which I see oh shit, a lot of presenters take the netting out of, but for me, I just like, it was $40 and I just could not justify taking out the mesh netting and using all of my product in a couple days. So that's what a lot of these products, almost all of these products, you get ripped off for the amount. Like, that's the thing, is like, it's either the amount or how long it lasts. That's just not worth it. Want to get down? Honey, mommy's trying to film. Can you sit on your bottom? Thank you. So, like, the reason why Younique's makeup works is because on film it looks great. Like, it photographs really well. They say it has optical diffusers in the foundation, which, like, they probably do. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Nobody can tell you. Apparently it's the way it diffuses the light. But in person, it just looks absolutely shitty. So, moving on from that. So yeah, you saw the Behold, okay? And I still have a decent amount of product left. But like I said, I've gone very sparingly on it. Like, when you want up or down? Okay. I don't know what you want. Like, I can, from here, looking in my mirror, like, I look really good. But if I look close, in a matter of minutes, my face is going to start, like, melting off. And for the sake of this video, this is the Beachfront Bronzer. I'm sorry, it did look decent. My daughter touched it. Are you doing your makeups? Super cheesy packaging. Again, like, it's not even thick plastic. It's just super cheesy plastic. This is the shade Hermosa. And I used to tell people that, like, it had, because I had heard this, and I remember, so what I used to tell people was that it had no red undertones in it. It wasn't going to make you look red or orange, but just really natural. With some mascara and flawless, and just give you that, you know, sun tanned look. And really, it makes you look so freaking red. Here, baby. And I don't know why I was so convinced, because I had heard other presenters talk about it like that, and like black status presenters, so not just like, you know, people like me that were just starting out. It was like people who like made it to the top of the business. That's like, you know, so I would talk about the products the way that they did, and I would like use keywords and stuff that they used. And I mean, it doesn't look bad, but like all of their shades have a very red undertone to them. And to me, it's like, that just isn't cute. If you have one type of skin tone, maybe, but like, honestly, I don't know. Not good. Okay, so we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna find my You know what? It's right in front of me, so let's go ahead and do highlight first. This is one of the highlighters that I have. It is it's called Iridescent, I believe. Clover, you want to check it out? Careful, hold on. I don't have a highlighting brush, but I'll use the one I used to use in my lives. You want to use some makeups? So let's just jump in. Drama girl. So can we talk about this? Like, I would normally go into a highlight that intense, okay? I didn't used to when I was a Younique presenter because of the fact that I was so incredibly embarrassed of our highlighter. Like, I would use the tiniest little bit. Like, I would be like, dun, dun. Okay, good. Which maybe that's how it's intended, right? Just a little bit, okay? But look at the white. I don't know if you guys can see it the way I can, but like there's such a white cast to the actual powder. It's just like insane. So I didn't even dip back in to go on this side. It's like, yes, it's reflective, but like that is not it, sis. That's not it. And they do offer other colors, but let's just go with that. Okay. I swear, you guys, this is how I would normally dip into any other highlighter. Maybe that's excessive. Maybe it is. I don't know. I know I made like a pretty harsh video about Jeffree Star, but I'm into that highlighting style now, so help me. Want to be seen. Do you love that? Is that you? Okay, so now I'm going to try and find the blush that I want to share with you guys. So let me look for that. Okay, this broke right away. Like right after I got it, it broke, which was really, really depressing. Because this was one of the first things that I bought. This was the first thing that I bought before I was even a presenter. Like when I told you guys I like had used some products, this was one. That I used to see the presenters talk about. One of my favorite presenters in particular, she used to talk about it all the time, and I was like, that's such a pretty blush. And I don't have bad things to say about this blush other than the fact that it is so expensive and you get a very tiny amount of product. Like, it's just dinky packaging. Like, it kind of looks like it'd be nice for... Let's see. Hold on. Mommy's just showing them. This one's like got that weird feeling to it, that silk feeling, and this one doesn't. I'm trying to remember what that is called, that texture. But anyways, whatever. It doesn't matter. Clover's gonna ruin it. I do like the blush. That was one of the things that I actually really, really liked, and I had tried. And you guys, I don't even know what else to say. I don't think there's much to say, but I'm going to go in with my very, very least favorite product. Clover got into this morning, and it's a liquid lipstick. It is their Splash liquid lipsticks, okay? My daughter's so irritated with me. She does not want me to talk about Younique anymore, but I have to finish this so that I can put it to rest, okay? We are going in with the Splash liquid lip. Beautiful color. Beautiful color. It does not dry. Does not dry. Can guarantee you while I'm talking here with you guys, it will probably get on my teeth. At least I remember when I first did a live, and I used just apparently too much. I didn't know to scrape off the doe foot, whatever. I didn't know how to do my makeup because I just wasn't really actively doing my makeup, you guys. So moving on from that, their liquid lips suck. Okay, well, I did that on purpose, but they don't dry down from my experience. I don't know. They feel pretty comfortable on the lips, but like I just could not leave my house with it on my face because I knew it would get on my teeth. Because like my upper lip drags, I don't know. So here we go. This is setting spray, and obviously, and it's getting low. But the mister used to be one of my favorite parts because it was like similar to a MAC, like the setting spray, Fix Plus, whatever the fuck it's called. And that you do get a decent amount of product, and I actually really like this, but it is $40 fucking dollars. $40! Oh, fuck. How do people charge $40 for this? I don't know how they get away with it, but they do. And because my phone's dying, I'm gonna wrap this section up. One day my husband was like, man, I hate the smell of that shit. And this was always one of my favorite things to smell. No kidding, I would say in every fucking live, I'd spray my face and be like, oh, love this shit, you guys. Oh, it's so good. Okay, that was me. Hey, peeps. Oh. Okay. Hi. So basically, my husband goes, it smells like a hair product, like something you spray on your hair, not something that would go on your face. And I was like, oh, it smells like Aquanet hairspray. Like, that's the fucking smell. And I swear to you guys on my life that I did not recognize that it was, that's what it smelled like until my husband said that. And my brain went, fuck, that's what it smells like. So it kind of has a sentimental smell to me because, like, you know, every woman that I've ever loved used Aquanet at one point in her hair. So, okay. This is pretty much the look. Let me finish up my other eye, and then let's kind of summarize, shall we? So I've been gone for a while now because Clover Jean had a fit, and so I've been taking care of her. Well, my makeup had smeared everywhere, but that lipstick, and now I'm fucking irritated, excuse my language, because I just got it on camera, because I didn't have it smear on my teeth, but I had some coffee and like a little bite to eat, and it got everywhere, you guys, and I'm so disappointed because I recorded it. Maybe it wasn't recording, it doesn't fucking matter. We're gonna spray some rose water into the infamous, what is this stuff called? 3D fiber lashes that I was like, really, I'm not gonna lie, that's one of the first things I bought without being a presenter. I bought some of this, and I'm juicing it up because it is old, granted, but honestly, it's been disgusting. Okay. It's been awful since I bought it. Let's see if I can actually get that so that I can use it and demonstrate. There we go. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to apply this, which is the transplanting gel is what they call it. And let's do that. Demonstration. So dry. Okay. I'm scared to use these because I haven't used them in so long. And they're not messy right away, usually, if you do it right, but they get messy. And back to the liner situation. If you get liner on your eyelashes, you have such a hell of a time trying to comb through your lashes. It's a joke. So while this is wet, we have to immediately go in with the fibers. They're actual fibers, and you're supposed to like roll it on the back of your hand so you don't get them in your eyes, which I don't understand. But here we go. Please don't get my eye. This idea of a mascara is awesome. Too Faced has one available, I think. At least it used to be available. And you can see it's not bad, but I also have fibers like barely hanging on by like the least wet mascara in the world. Like, this is the driest mascara in the world. And they say that you have to wait until it's completely dry to go back in because that's what dries it up. I'm like, bitch, no, it was dry when it got to me. So that is not that tight. I'm going to do an up close situation for you guys. Hey. But seriously, I'm going to try and be serious. I pulled out a lip gloss I wanted to show you guys because I have talked about the shitty packaging so many times. And for instance, if I still have it on my table, I'll show you. But this is one of the tops to their skincare line. This is what my skincare looks like now. missing its caps. I mean, that's partially my fault. This is for the cleanser, this cap. But the gold part fell off because it's so cheap that it's like if you travel with it or anything, it's like it just breaks apart. The glue gets loose. It's just such low quality. And that's something, granted, if I have, like, I've thrown myself under the bus this whole freaking time, right? If I have to say one thing, it's that you don't realize that the vast majority of products are shitty all at once. It's something that, like, gradually over time you receive free products because you, like, win challenges and, like, you push yourself to, like, make these sales, and then you buy from yourself and whatever. You end up getting free shit. You end up buying more makeup from them. However you get the makeup, you realize over time, like, 20% of the products are good and the other percentage is shitty. It's like there's no in between. The lip stains they would be cool, but they just apply so patchy on the lips. Like, I really was into the lip stain thing for a while, but they just apply so patchy. And granted, yes, you have to exfoliate, like with any lip product you have, like you should exfoliate. But this should be dry now. Feels dry to the touch. If you touch it, you will get fibers coming off, and they say that when it's fully dry, you won't get fibers coming off, which is a bold-faced lie. So let's seal those little fibers in and see what happens. Hope you guys can see, because I know I was out of frame for my eyeliner. Lame! Yeah, it just looks really shitty. I mean, from a distance, you're looking good. But if you get up close and personal, whatever, it's not so good. I realize that my eyeshadow looks like shit, but I refuse to spend any more time on it. I don't care to make it look good. This is how a lot of presenters teach you how to do your makeup, including myself in the past. Maybe I would try a little harder because I was selling it, but let's, like, you guys, I didn't have to pull for that. It's not glued on very well at all. My other lip gloss, which is currently missing, nope, it's right here. Look at this. Look at that. That happened. And when I, like, said something about it, one of the presenters was like, well, you could still use it. And I'm like, yeah, I could still fucking use it. What am I going to put it in my purse? Like, I don't want to just use it for my lives. Like, I want to actually use it while I'm out and about. Like, that's what you do for a lip gloss, right? So, moving on from the shitty products, please. So there were a lot of things from my last video that I did not include, and that wasn't on purpose. I was just, like, over talking about it, and like I said, my daughter woke up, so we're gonna get into some of the things that you know. And watching my video, I did not mean to insult you by any means. This is my truth. This is my experience. This is my situation. This is, like, what happened to me. This is what happened to my girls on my team. So not everybody's fake. Like, not everybody involved in Younique is fake. There is, like, a weird cult-ship thing going on, but it's not like they realize that we realize that while we're doing it necessarily, you know. But from an outsider looking in, if you were to really know all the ins and outs, you'd be like, that is a little, you know. So not everybody's fake, okay? Not everybody realizes that these products are shitty. That's the other thing. Like, I didn't mean to be insulting by being so blunt, I guess, but not everybody realizes, like, people like me that, like, really, I hadn't bought high-end makeup in, like, a year and a half, pretty much 2 years. Like, it had been forever. Younique was, like, the first makeup I had tried in a long time that was high-end, right? Well, high-end fucking price tag. And I was fooled. I was duped. You know, I had gotten, like, 4 products, and one of which was the exfoliation mask, which I actually still like and use. It's just an abrasive exfoliation mask. And, hold on, sweetie. I got the blush, and I got mascara that, you know, whatever. And I got a lip balm that cost, like, oh man, it was like $22 for a chapstick. So, where I was going, because I just got so off track, but not everybody knows that this is shitty makeup. Like, not everybody, like, people who use drugstore makeup probably think that this makeup is the shit, okay? But maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. And that's not insulting to you. It's just like, I could see how you'd see that, but you are getting ripped off, and there are way better dupes out there. I'll help you find them. Message me if you need the help. I'm not kidding. So, you have to pretend, like the uplines teach you, that you like custom make those kudos bundles that I was talking about. They tell you to like tell your customers that you custom made that bundle for them. Like, this is your bundle of the month. Like, no other presenters are going to have this bundle. And what I always thought, because I never said that, like, this is my custom bundle, fuck that. Because I'm like, I know that my friends are mutual friends with other presenters that are going to see that we all have the same freaking bundle. Like, how are you supposed to pull the wool over someone's eyes like that? Some of that shit, weird. Along with that is they would tell you to, like, pretend you have messages, which is, like, I understand to pretend, like, to hype yourself up, like, but they would, and I would see this happen all the time with the presenters. I'd be watching them because that's just what you do. You support each other and whatever. You want to see what other people are talking about and how they're presenting the products. You'd be like, oh shoot, like, oh sorry, I'll have to get back to that message in a minute. And you like pretend that there's messages popping up constantly. And like, honestly, I can say I did that once because I got nervous where like I was like misspeaking or something like that, and I just pretended I got a message. Like, I used it. I pulled it, okay? And it makes you feel like shit because then you're sitting there in front of the camera like, okay, I'm fucking lying. Like, it's just awkward. And let's see what else. Oh, beware at the end of the month when the girls will come for you because they're trying to get their quotas or their bonuses or whatever the case is. Yeah, it's just not a good time. Like, tax return season, save your money. I wanted to elaborate a little bit more on the purple card if I've made you watch this long. Basically, the debit card that you get with YOUNIQUE, I thought this was so fucking cool. This is a big selling point. Within 3 hours, you get your money in the account, right? That of a purple card, it's a YOUNIQUE account. I don't know how the fuck it works. Honestly, it charged you 89 cents every time you used the card. And either way, within 3 hours, you would get that money into your YOUNIQUE account, bank account, whatever, separate from your own, okay? And I mean, it was personal to you, but anyways, so you don't actually get the card until you have received $50 in commission. Like, if you have actually received $50 in commission, they will send you your debit card in the mail. So when I said I only made probably $50, like, realistically, I made a lot more than that, but it was from myself. So I was like buying into my own company, my own business. I fucking will do this every day now, okay? So basically that's what's happening. You're buying into your own business, you're buying into your own product, and you're paying yourself back, basically. And I used to get so excited. Even if I bought my own makeup, you guys, when that transaction would hit and be like, sale, and you're watching your numbers grow and stuff, whether you're buying it from yourself, whether you're selling like a $24 mascara and you make $4, it doesn't matter. It's just like, you get excited. You feel good. It goes onto a debit card. Like, you feel kind of cool using it. Like, you know, I didn't have that many opportunities to use it, honestly, but I felt pretty cool. Like, I had my name on it and shit. So I thought that was really cool. And nobody talks, another random thing is nobody talks what promoting actually means. Like, when you are just a presenter, nobody talks about what is actually involved in the next step until you get to the next step, which I've seen this happen. You get to the next step and all of a sudden that presenter's really stressed out, and you find out why is because their load is like 1,000 times more than it already was when they were already working so hard. So it's like, there's just no way in my mind that I can believe that the black status or the people at the top are actually living a plush, comfortable life. Like, they're still working so hard. And to me, that's just not like what owning, like, yes, a business owner should work hard, but there should be some kind of light at the end of the tunnel, in my opinion, you know? And it just, you don't see that. You do not see that. I'm sorry, you don't. In fact, you see people being shamed if they want to get out of that, you know, if they quit being a black status leader. It's like you see people getting shamed. And, I don't know, you guys. Let's see. So, this is my last point. And then I'm going to let you guys the hell go. Thank you for being here with me so far. if you do not buy a product, you are taught to, well, if you can't afford, you're taught to message a person like, well, if you can't afford this product, then you need to do what I do. Okay? You need to do what I do. You need to sell this makeup. And then you'll be able to afford the makeup. So that's how they sell it to people. Then, if they're like, well, I don't have money for the kit. I don't have whatever. Whatever their next excuse is, they say, well, then you need to, you okay? You need to get them into a party. Book a party for them. An online party, an in-person party, whatever. And to me, I was so uncomfortable. I tried it one time and I was like, this is a friend. Like, and I'm literally pushing them like a salesperson, like a salesy, like icky car salesman, you know? And to me, it's like, that is great if you don't care to do that. If you don't care and you are that money hungry and that like towards your goals, which is fine. Everybody has a different place in life. Everybody has a different view of what they want out of life. It wasn't for me. I could not continue asking people that were like, no, I don't want the kit. No, I don't want the makeup. Like, no, I don't want to book a party. Like, I would stop. At a certain point, it was just like, okay, they don't want the fucking makeup. Well, they probably don't want to book a party either. Like, if they don't want the makeup, they probably don't want to sell the makeup. You know what I mean? If they can't afford it, they probably can't afford the $100 and then however much more money that you are actually spending on this business to get it up off the ground. Which I don't care what they say, you have to spend money in order to make money. Like, you cannot go live every day just showing people the foundation. You are not going to sell it that way. I'm sorry. So a lot of the sales tactics from the upline is literally to sell to the presenters, because they know damn well that their only sales target, and no offense, are people who do not know about makeup. Okay, I didn't know apparently what I was doing. People who don't know that much about makeup, especially high-end brands, they prey on vulnerable people and they prey on their presenters because they know that we're the people that are going to buy the makeup. And last but not least, the pity buyers. People who literally buy from you because they feel bad for you. Simple as that. Simple as that. And I'm not trying to be too rude, but I'm trying to be honest. I'm trying to speak my opinion and my experience and like all the BS that I dealt with and put myself through. Just a lot of the fakeness, you guys. It's just too much for me. It's a little too much. I'm just gonna make sure that we got everything. Yeah, everybody's just fucking money hungry. I actually didn't go over some of the products that are complete shit because a lot of them are discontinued now. Don't buy the contour stick. This is a joke. You get so little product and it's $40 and it goes on like shit and there's like 4 colors. It's just awful. Looks orange on the skin. This is medium. I don't know. I don't know why I threw that in there for you guys, but it was sitting right there. That's one of my least favorite products. Okay, if you guys want to share this, I'm not ready to share it on my personal Facebook page yet, as of right this second, because I know for a fact people will come for ya girl. So I'm not scared because yeah, maybe I am. I don't know. But share this if you want to. If you feel like somebody needs to hear this before they spend their hard-earned tax return, you should definitely share this to your Facebook or Instagram or however you like to share shit. This is weird asking, especially for just what I've talked about the past probably 2 hours of your time. But I think of all things important and of all videos that I have, please save somebody from buying into the opportunity. Please. It is not an opportunity that is going to be bountiful, I think. Maybe a 1% of people. Maybe. I don't know. That's steep. That's bold. That's really rude to say. I know. But you know what? It does take a special kind of person to succeed with Younique, and it wasn't me, and it probably isn't you either, because I promise you probably value your family and the people you're close to, your animals, your pets, your fucking free time, your hobbies, more than a business that is not going to pay you back. And you're not going to feel like morally good at night when you like lay your head on the pillow and feel like you're just adding people on Facebook because they're a sale. They're either a party, right? A sale, or you're gonna sponsor them. That's the reason why they're adding you. So check out their profile before you get that weird message or that friend request from someone totally either random or maybe you knew them at one point in your life. Look at their profile and see if they're selling you shit. If they are, just know that they are not adding you for genuine purposes. Probably. Because I know I wasn't. I know that, like, randomly I would see someone on my timeline or on my, you know, suggested friends that I'm like, where have they been? But maybe 1% of the time. So, again, another disclaimer. Nothing too personal against Younique, but you guys, fuck my experience, okay? I'm glad I learned what I did, and I appreciate you watching. So, thanks for